dinner for two or a dinner for a dozen, everybody makes memories around the kitchen table, the dining room table, the kitchen island, or heck, pull up those little snack tables in front of the sofa, but light the candles and serve the prime rib, and it will be a Christmas to remember. What you are drooling over right now is not just your average prime rib. Welcome in to Rastelli's at QVC at a very popular Today's Special Value. We try to do this for you every year because everybody tries to make a celebration special for their family during the holiday season. And this is how you make it memorable and do it in your own oven, because I promise you it's super simple and super easy, but it is the piece de resistance. It's that prime rib that the restaurants serve at the market price that we don't even want to ask about. But this one is truly delicious, mouth-watering, tender, and soft. And we have it at a special price today and today only. Meet Ray Rastelli. He is QVC's butcher, and he's been busy all day. 28, am I right? 28,000 orders placed? That's correct. Over 28,000 orders placed. So thank you.
That's a lot of prime rib.
You are certainly going to make some families very happy, whether it's October, November, or December, because I'm going to go over ship dates and sizes with you right now. Just know this is our only prime rib Today's Special Value of the year from the brand that we trust. They are nominated for 11 Customer Choice Beauty Awards this year. Beauty Awards. That's my show later this week. They are nominated for 11 Customer Choice Food Awards this year, and they often win. So let me tell you how you're going to choose here. First off, tell Ray and I and our customer reps what size you want. So I have a 4-pound Black Angus prime rib for $120. That should be far more at QVC on a typical day, and far more at the grocery stores, and certainly far more if you were to make dinner reservations and pay for dinner out. Now, do you want that 4-pound? It can serve 6 to 8 people, or would you prefer the larger size, because the more the merrier, but also leftovers are wonderful, and that larger size is 6 pounds. It serves 10 to 12 people, and it's getting a little bit more limited. Now, once you decide whether your family is better off with the 4 or the 6 pound, we need you to tell us which week you want this to ship out. Your first option is October 7th. Fall will be upon us. Beautiful Sunday night dinners. Who needs a holiday? Every time you're with your family should be special. Or we have this for the Thanksgiving moment, and that would be the delivery week of November 11th. Then, for those who do want to serve it for the holiday, for Christmas, we're going to suggest you order it to be delivered the week of December 9th. Now, once it ships out, it arrives within 2 days. It'll be on ice, and then you can keep it in your freezer. And then we're going to teach you in a minute how you thaw it and cook it. Super simple, super easy, but so delicious and satisfying. Your price for $120 is the 4-pound. Your price for $160 is the 6-pound. There's free shipping. There's 5 easy payments. And don't forget, you can lock all this into auto delivery if you want, because a Black Angus prime rib at this price is outstanding. And who wouldn't want it again in April and again in November of next year? All right, so Ray Rastelli, can we first just say your brand? My goodness. So my brother-in-law, Mike, works in restaurant sales. And every single restaurant that he represents, they all want Rastelli's meats. They are absolutely delicious. It's a family-owned business. And when we talk about Black Angus prime rib, you are the best when it comes to the best.
Well, thank you so much, Amy. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. I will tell you that this is a tradition in my household. And the thing that's so important about traditions is that it brings us around the table. I mean, think about it. We're an Italian family, and most everything is done around the table. And of course, around the holidays, we want to continue to make those memories. And the memories around the table are ones we really, really cherish. And while you were talking, I decided to cut this entire 6-pound prime rib.
I know some people who will help you eat it.
And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 very, very healthy slices there. And I've got some au jus, and I'm going to show you how to make this au jus right from the drippings. Now, the prime rib, this is a special prime rib. It's not like any other prime rib because this is Black Angus. It's also from our reserve collection, which means it has been aged for 45 days, Amy, and it actually has only 4% of cattle qualify for this. And the reason being because these farmers that I have worked with for all of these years know exactly what I expect. Beautiful cattle, clean air, clean grazing pastures where they can free roaming, and of course natural feeds. And of course when you start with that, you've really got an opportunity to create a great piece of meat. And that's why I brought you this reserve collection here today. This prime rib is what I look for. When I see a prime rib like this is what makes the reserve collection so special. So if you take a look at all of this marbling, this is what I call meat candy. That's going to give us that tenderness, that texture. You saw that prime rib just juicing and juicing and juicing. Well, it's because this prime rib is not like a prime rib you would buy in any store. It's been aged for 45 days. It's Black Angus Reserve. But here's what we do, Amy, that makes it special.
Okay.
This is aged for 45 days. Then our butchers take off all of this fat. We take off all of the sinew. We take off all of the bone. Now, if you were to be in the supermarket and you were going to buy this, you wouldn't pay for the 6-pound center cut, which is what this is, right? You would pay for 14 pounds, which is about 8 pounds of stuff you would never, ever be able to eat. So we just age it, trim it completely, get all the fat completely off it. And what you're going to do is you're going to cook this, and I'm going to show you in 3 very simple steps how to cook this and how to make this the most decadent, incredible centerpiece for your holiday.
So Ray, I'm the cook at our house. Love my husband, but he does not cook. So when I look at that piece of prime rib right there, remember that's where you get your ribeyes from.
That's right.
That's at least 6 steaks, if not 8, if not 10, depending on how I carve them.
That's right.
What do 8 steaks at the grocery store cost? What would 10 steaks at the grocery store cost? How annoying is it, with no offense to the grocery stores in December, to find parking, to walk in there? Sometimes I don't even have a cart because it's so crowded. The checkout lines are crazy. Do you know how much stress you are going to save yourself, how much time you're going to save, how much money you're going to save? But Ray, I do need you to prove to everybody, because I've cooked your steaks and cooked your prime rib and done so beautifully because of your easy instructions and of course all the work that you guys do before it even comes to my house. So prove to them how easy it is.
And that's so important. I'm going to show you how easy it is, but you're also going to get all the instructions that come with it. You can also go to QVC.com to this product page, and I actually do a video there. So it's the same video of what you're going to see me do here. So 3 simple steps, Amy. The first one is thaw it. So we've taken this rib. When this comes to you, it's going to be vacuum packaged and it's going to be frozen. What I want you to do is take it out of your freezer. It takes about 2 days because this is a big piece of meat. It's the largest prime rib we've ever bought. But you can see we've taken all the fat off of this. Now, once it's thawed, and that's the first step, thawing it. Really simple. Take it out, let it thaw for 2 days. Now, once it's thawed, here's the prep method. I like taking a knife and just scoring it. And the reason I like to score the top, I'd like to get the seasoning and the butter to actually melt into this a little bit.
Okay, and I will tell you, scoring means gentle. Like, don't go halfway in. I've messed that up at one point in my life.
I've gone in just really a 1/4 of an inch. Now, with a 6-pound roast, you're going to get 2 of these tubs of butter. This is real garlic herb butter. It's been, and with the 1 tub, it's going to cover the entire prime rib just on top. Now, so if you get the 6-pounder, Amy, you're going to get 2 tubs. So you got an entire tub to do whatever you want with. And I will tell you, it is great to make some garlic toast. It's great on your vegetables. You can put it on top of potatoes. You'll find all kinds of things to do with this butter.
And can I tell you, it makes your friends and family think that you went to chef school and that you know what you're doing. It has saved me. I mean, it really is so easy, but because the flavor is such a wow, thanks to the rib itself and the prime rib itself and the butter, people think that I'm a rock star in the kitchen.
Yeah, and the smell that you're going to get when this is roasting is pretty incredible. So now you're also getting the seasoning packet. So just take the seasoning packet and generously just go ahead and put that seasoning right on top, right?
This is all taking like 1 minute.
That's all you've got to do. Now, while I'm doing this, my oven is being preheated to 300 degrees. So it's not real high, but 300 is the perfect temperature. Now, this is a little tip, and the tip is on the recipe as well. I like red wine. I use a Cabernet that I really enjoy drinking. So I'll put about a 1/2 cup to a cup in there, and a little same with some water. Now, if you don't want to use wine, you can use something. You can use apple juice. You can use, a pomegranate juice. You can use anything else, because what's going to happen is all this butter, once it starts melting down, is going to melt into the roast. It's also going to melt around the roast, and it's going to melt right into the bottom of this pan. So the rib is on a rack inside this pan. My oven's being heated at 300 degrees. That's how simple it is. The last step is just cook it, right? So this is 6 pound. It's going to take about 3 hours to cook this. If you buy the 4-pounder, it's going to take about 2 hours. But I also give you a time and temperature card, right? Because it's important for you to understand what temperature to pull it at to get either rare or medium or well. So besides the 1, 2, 3 step, you're getting that temperature card, time and temp, and you can't go wrong as long as you use a meat thermometer. So we've got the oven at 300, we've got our roast prepped and ready to go, and it's as simple as this, Amy, right? We're gonna go right into the oven, right? So here we are, we're in the oven. We're gonna take the one we've got in the oven.
It looks delicious.
So think about it, if you're gonna cook this for 3 hours, at 2.5 hour mark, just take it out. Just pull it out and test it with your thermometer. And the reason I want you to test it is because you can't undercook it, right? You can always cook it more if need be. So just take that probe, stick it right inside there. This has been resting for a while, so it's at 134 degrees. The perfect temp for me is 140, so 135 to 145, and you're gonna have that perfect medium. So once you get it to that point, just take it out of your oven and let it rest. Now, here's the nice part about this, because it's going to create more than just the beautiful roast. So here's that roast. We're going to set that on our cutting board, and we typically would let this rest for about 10 minutes, but it's already been resting. But Amy, what's really nice is look what's in the bottom of the pan. All the au jus, right? So this is where we've mixed that wine, some water, and of course, look at the drippings that it came off the roast, and of course that butter. That becomes
you need a taste tester.
Our au jus, yes, right? So now if you want to thicken that up, you can do that with a little bit of cornstarch. I like to actually chop up some mushrooms and put some mushrooms in there.
Okay, I've never done that part before,
But
Ray.
it really makes it wonderful. But
well, and while you carve it, let me just remind everybody, we're in the final moments here. I mean, we're not gonna have another prime rib today special value. This is what we serve for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's. The month of December, a lot of people like to have parties way before the 24th and 25th. Just come on over, let's have prime rib, but Black Angus Rastelli's prime rib. It is absolutely delicious. And you know, Ray, I think sometimes when you're the host or the hostess, we think too much about, will they like this?
Yes.
Everybody loves prime rib. When you get the Black Angus involved and Rastelli's involved, they're going to say, you are hosting again next year. We are never going out to eat again. You are never coming to our house. We're always coming to yours. I mean, it really is going to become a tradition. So I'm going to let Ray carve, because I'm going to want to eat in a minute. And once I start to eat, I'm not going to stop. And therefore, I'm going to be able to tell you about the offer that we're going to lose in an hour and 15 minutes. The 4-pound, it serves 6 to 8 people, even if there's just 2 of you. Have you ever had a sliced prime rib sandwich? It's absolutely delicious. Or scrambled eggs in the morning with prime rib for your next holiday. I mean, just enjoy the leftovers, but at least take advantage of this discount. It's $120 today with a payment of $24. The stress is gone. It's easy to cook and absolutely delicious. Free shipping. The cook instructions are there, and before you know it, this could be $150 at QVC, more at the grocery stores, and certainly more at the restaurants. Then there's the 6-pound. That's the one that's going to serve 10 to 12 people. That's going to be $160 today and today only, and then typically that one's almost $200. You've got your payment there, and you've got your free shipping again. I mean, we do not wait. You tell us what week you want it delivered, and it'll be there, either 10/7, 11/11, 12/9, and then there's auto delivery if you want to keep your Black Angus from the reserve collection. Prime rib with butter coming. You sign up for that auto delivery. Now, Ray, am I able to tell everybody how tender and juicy this is? Because I've had this before and absolutely love it.
I'm going to cut you a little piece here.
Okay, you almost don't need a knife. It's that
No, you really don't. And what I did here is I actually took maybe there's some leftovers. I'll let you taste that.
It's so melt in your mouth good, Ray. Congratulations. This is the best thing you guys are going to eat.
So
it's amazing.
I like taking those leftovers, and all I did was slice this nice and thin, and I'm going to have a beautiful French dip, right? Or in this case, I've just put this over a ciabatta, and I'm going to use a little bit of our horseradish sauce.
I'm coming to your house. My goodness, Ray.
And this is, remember, I'm a butcher. I'm not a chef. But I wanted to make it really simple and easy, because around the holidays, there's enough stress. You don't need the stress of cooking a prime rib. Is it going to come out? Is